Ferguson College, Pune. I would like to thank the organizers of Chiroptopia for enhancing my window of knowledge and giving me this divine opportunity to make you familiar with the language that I speak and that I am going to talk about in this session. That is biology. Biology is a natural science that deals with life. I would like to start with a simple question that what makes a living creature alive? I'm pretty sure that every one of you will have different opinions. Some will say life is because of heart. Someone will say life is because of lungs. Someone will say life is because of brains. But let me convince you all that life is because of a small particle that exists in our cell, that is DNA. Yes. So why I am talking about DNA and my topic is extinction of species and wildlife. My topic is a bridge between genetics and conservation of wildlife. So I will go deal with this topic today and make you familiar with this. Facing a global crisis and biodiversity loss. 10,000s of species are getting extinct every year. We have lost about half of the world's biodiversity since 1970. We need to take a serious note and serious action about this topic. Let me first explain you the genetic reasons why that cause extinction of species, and we will also look for solution of each of them. One of the major causes for extinction of species. Mating in closely related species increase the homozygosity of bringing the recessive traits that are threatening to the healthy population. Let us take example of humans. We are not married in our family to avoid inbreeding, and recessive traits are not expressed, and which many times prevents very much dangerous diseases. Recessive traits inbreeding leads to inbreeding depression. Recessive traits are expressed in gene pools that lead to healthy population. Mutations is mainly contributing factor for genetic load overall. Most mutations are hazardous and occur at very high rate. High load can lead to small population size accumulating in extinction. Some examples of deleterious mutations includes the genes which cause coronary artery disorder and cystic fibrosis, and these have proved deadly. For extinction of species is outbreeding. Outbreeding is mating in completely different species. Outbreeding many times leads to sterile outcomes. Outbreeding leads to unhealthy offspring which many times die early. Is most abundant reason for extinction of species. Small population of same kind is a red alert that they need to be saved. Small populations undergoing breeding cause inbreeding, dispersion. As they mate with closely related species, the percentage of variability goes on decreasing day by day. They couldn't even bear climatic changes. Losing variability, they go on losing the genetic information from their pure parents. Small populations are also very adhesive to diseases because of less genetic capability to overcome them. Disease always leads to the loss of population in bulk. Planet's biodiversity, we need to innovate new approaches. Fortunately, the fourth industrial revolution, rapid advances in biotechnology hold the promise. New genetic and biotechnology tools are already being used as medicine, agricultural systems, particularly with crops and domestic animals. Biotechnology is advancing at the rate even faster than that of Moore's law. We saw microchip processing power double every 2 years, which caused fell by half. Genetic scientists Carl Guenter and Daniel Cohen have stated that these advances indicate the 21st century will be known as century of biology. However, we are only just exploring the potential applications of these tools of safeguard nature. Here are 5 expanding emerging fields of biotech that could safeguard the nature. Genetic rescue is biobanking. Biobanks store biological samples for research and as a backup resource to preserve genetic diversity. Examples include San Diego Frozen Zoo, the Frozen Ark, and numerous seed banks. Samples provide tissues, cell lines, genetic information, and can form the basis of restoring and recovering endangered wildlife through the genomic insight and reproductive technology. Two of the other innovations detailed below. Proper sample collection for conservation purpose is a difficult task both technically and logically. We need to better facilities ongoing collection of biological samples globally from the species facing extinction. The second way of genetic rescue for extinction of species is genomics. The rapidly falling cost of genome sequencing have sparked initiatives to sequence the genomes of all living species. And thanks to the improved ancient DNA methods, the genomes of extinct species such as woolly mammoth, the thylacine, and the passenger pigeon are also attainable. The growing database of genomes combines and advances big data artificial intelligence allows researchers to screen entire communities through DNA, left in the air environment eDNA, establishing non-invasive means of tracking species. All the information provides genome insight to improve monitoring, management, and restoration of endangered wildlife. The latest DNA sequencing tools bring the science into the field for real-time results and will one day make database decisions possible in actionable time frames. Genomics insight in the foundation for diverse applications of biotechnology, including the other tools that genetic rescue of wildlife is biosynthesis. Biosynthesis isn't new. We all have studied biosynthesis in our 12th class. A famous example of insulin produced by engineered bacteria. Bacterial production of insulin increased its availability and reduced its cost by eliminating the need to harvest it from domestic animals. This same process can reduce the commercial need to extract biological products from wild species. Today, we can print DNA or RNA from genomic databases. Synthesized DNA and RNA is not only the base of bioproducts, but also genome editing, gene drive, and overcoming the diseases. Printed double-stranded chains can be designed to find infections, triggering an immune system response called RNA interface. Double-stranded RNA could be used to combat deadly, currently untreatable, a fungal disease spreading rapidly due to global trade. Wildlife diseases and emergent fungi are killing bats, amphibians, coral reef systems, and many plants worldwide. The technology could slow down or even reverse the damage safely in many environments. Genetic rescue of wildlife is reproductive technologies. Cloning could be a game changer when it comes to helping, recovering, and critically amplified animals. Cloning biobank cell lines could help to restore genetic diversity to endangered species. The last male northern white rhinoceros southern died on Monday, leaving only two females alive in an effort to save the species. Scientists at San Diego Frozen Zoo Global are developing stem cells technologies to create a new generation of northern white rhinos. One of the newest reproductive tools is genome editing. Using CRISPR-Cas9 technology, University of California, Davis scientists have bred a generation of hornless dairy cattle, a fate that will take traditional selective breeding many generations to accomplish. The precise breeding method offers wildlife managers a targeted way to activate diseases resistance that may be inherited but dormant in a species genome or help a species adapt to climatic change. The fifth method of genetic rescue is gene drive. The invention of non-native pest species, rodent, feral pigs, and insects represent a significant global threat to biodiversity. A gene drive is the process by which a variant of gene is inherited, a way to break the 50-50 sex ratio chance rule of sexual reproduction. Gene drives occur through the nature and scientists have speculated using for targeted purposes for years. It is now possible to target a drive to gene to address address the problem of invasive rodents, the gene drive could be applied to alter the sex ratio of island population of rats, so they could become all male and fail to breed. The same process could eliminate vectors of diseases such as mosquitoes, which would save birds from avian malaria. If responsibility applied, genes drive represent a potentially transformative new tool in control invasive species. However, despite possibilities, higher inheritance make field application risky and demands innovation for safe localization of exact specificity. Many new versions of gene drives are currently progressed to solve this problem. Technology are occurring so fast that we can expect more genetic interventions to be just around the corner. The challenge now is to bridge the fields of biotechnology and conservation in a way that thoughtful and keep pace with the innovation. We need to work together to develop a consensus around the proper use of biotech tools and build public acceptance of biotechnology applications. With right genetic tools and dedicated collaboration, we may be able to turn the tide on wildlife extension on. So, this concludes that DNA is a language of life. In fact, DNA is a god of biology. It don't mean that we have genetic means to save the wildlife, so we have full rights to destroy wildlife. No. Wildlife is in the world can only be protected by the love of compassionate hearts in the world. Study nature, love nature, stay close to nature. It will never fail. There is more to come, more to rescue. And that brings up to the end. I would like to thank you all from the core of my heart.